Full story. Family wants me to break up with my girlfriend because of my brother. Hi, I want to tell my story and the mental struggles I face that are slowly destroying my relationship and myself. I'd like to understand if you've been through anything similar and what the trajectory has been for you. A little background. We've been together for 6 years. She is the first and only person I've felt in love with and had a long-term relationship. I don't have prior experiences of knowing what love is and how it can vanish or not. We rarely argue, we say things when they need to be said, but we share similar values and are quite good at tackling issues when they raise. I felt love deep inside me and could see us build a family. A future that excited me. My darkness / the tide. My darkness, as I now call it, showed up for the first time 5 years ago. I never had any mental health issues before. I'm normally quite optimistic and lively. It started with feeling a little irritation inside me when my girlfriend was coming back from work. I couldn't find the reason, and it bothered me to feel this new thing I couldn't explain. It snowballed, and this feeling appeared more and more intense. But it's not always present. At the start it would be there for 1 week and then disappear for 4. Now the waves are much closer. There is almost never a single week where I feel completely normal. There is always something in the back of my mind. Why am I irritated when she speaks to me? Why don't I feel free in myself? The worst moments are when I'm at the bottom of the wave. Angst, anger, despair. In those moments I feel an intense cocktail of feelings. It's dark, it's noisy, and I can't find the reason. Sometimes it's triggered by something she says, or the way she looks. Sometimes it's triggered as soon as I wake up, because of a bad dream, or without any reasons. It's not just anger, it's sadness and irritation and anxiety mixed. I can feel it physically. It hurts my chest, hard, and it can stay there the full day. I'm feeling it right now, and we are not even in the same place. Took a week alone, as it's a strategy that helped us many times. I have a need for freedom, for being alone. In those moments, many things lose meaning to my eyes. My hobbies, my projects, all lose their interest. I'm deeply unmotivated. I feel dead inside. Sometimes I cry to let it go. I don't have the choice. It just happens when I'm too full of that bad mixture, and because my body hurts. Or we just have a massive talk where I share all my feelings and my struggle to cope with them. I generally feel better after those moments. But she is taking the load from me. She is aware of it all. I also tell her as soon as I'm feeling irritated or with anxiety. She knows it's a bad day. Obsession and comparisons. In those bad moments, I tend to obsess over her. I will look for any details that will comfort me in thinking love is going away. I would look at how her hair is put, how her face looks, trying to find something that tells me surely, yes, I love her or not. I will find details on her face that will trigger negative emotions within me. I'm quite sure I make them up somehow, I don't know how. I will just obsess, and have remorse of doing so, adding more negative energy into all of that. I hate her mother, she isn't mean to me, I just don't like the person. And I'll try to find any similarities between my girlfriend and her mother in those moments. I will obsessively compare her, in my mind, with some random strangers we see in the street. Is love gone? All this led me to rethink my vision of the future. Is she the one? Why am I not excited of building a future anymore? I feel fear. Fear of keeping those negative emotions within me and ruining it all. And that feeling shows up all the time when I'm feeling bad. Aside from that, we don't have any difficulties. We align on many things. We share many things. We are communicating a lot. When I'm at the top of the wave, everything is well. I feel deep love. We have fun together. We are normal. But it's never obvious now to me as it was before. That she is the woman I want to marry and build a family with. Someone I could sacrifice it all for. We had 4 to 5 hard discussions when at the bottom of the wave, where I really pushed for us to break up, because the pain within me is too heavy. And it must be incredibly hard for her. I would have never endured that myself. We never managed to do so. We don't find a good reason to do so. Everything is going well, except my mental issue. But the feelings I have for her are comparable to what I can feel for my brother or my mother. I can't just leave them. They are part of my life, of who I am. Letting her go sometimes feels like the only solution, but it's the same feeling as if I was losing my brother. It just can't. How do you know if it's worth continuing to fight for it? Or if it just is the end? How do you know if it's not the couple the problem, but an issue I have within me that will anyway show up in a future relationship? How do you know if my angst and anger will not stay even if we end the relationship? I see two options. Let her go. She will have a better life, and someone that can love her fully. Either things will get better for me if the issue was the couple, or not if it's just me the problem, but the cost is high. Seek help from an expert and try to understand better the issue, but I've been working on that for the past 2 years and didn't see any improvements. I know love is different for everyone. I had this vision, an experience for the first 3.5 years, that love was obvious and powerful. You couldn't doubt it. Maybe it is this way and I just lost it. But I have no reference point to know. I'd like to hear your experiences and your thoughts on this. TLDR, I have emotional swings towards my girlfriend that are affecting our relationship and my mental health. I can feel deep angst or irritation, physically and mentally, and can't find the root cause. I don't know if I just fear that love is gone, or if it's something else. I tried to break up multiple times, but it's impossible. There is still deep love. And on her side too.